So just after Hegseth reapportioned 20,000 anti-drone missiles that had been earmarked for Ukraine and shipped them off to the Middle East, the Pentagon has reported that even more aid promised to Ukraine will not be sent. This comes fresh on the heels of Russia's largest attack on Ukraine since the beginning of the war, as well as Zelensky's $50 billion offer to just buy Patriot systems and other materiel that were needed. On another note that shouldn't surprise anybody at this point, Trump also recently removed sanctions from Russia and pressured the GOP Senate to water down a sanctions package for Russia that they had been preparing. The pause on the aid, which comes from concerns over low stockpiles, applies not only to anti-air systems that are purely defensive in nature, such as the PAC-3 Patriots, but also the 155mm artillery rounds, GMLRS, Stingers, the AIM-7, and Hellfire missiles. As reported by Politico, quote, "They have proposed repeatedly since March to pause the shipments," quote, "and only now after the Pentagon decided it was using too many anti-air munitions in Yemen and that it needed to send more artillery and tank shells to Israel." As insane as it sounds, these sources are also trying to justify the inevitable deaths of many Ukrainians by saying that they need artillery shells for a land war with China. As the Political article also points out, this is far from Trump's first rodeo with ukraineaid. The move has echoes of the first Trump administration's withholding of the $214 million in congressionally appropriated Ukraine security aid in 2019. The Government Accountability Office at the time ruled that the move violated the Impoundment Control Act because policy disagreements are not a lawful reason to block appropriated funds. In case anyone forgot, Trump doing that led to an impeachment inquiry in the House. However, it remains to be seen whether the GAO will be able to invalidate the Pentagon's unlawful decision due to the fact that many of our country's guardrails against executive power, unlike Iran's nuclear enrichment facilities, have actually been obliterated. It's a dark day when the will of foreign dictators shapes the policy of our country. Fortunately, the only booms that Americans will be hearing over the next few days are those of celebratory fireworks.